In this question, we are given that Jack picked 76 apples. Now, let's write down the information as we read the question. So, the total number of apples here is 76. Of these, he sold 4 Y apples to Juanita. So, the number of apples sold to Juanita, or let's write it as J, is equal to 4Y. And the number of apples sold to Sylvia, or S, is equal to 3T. And we are given that he keeps the remaining number of apples. So, if he had a total of 76 apples and he sold a total of 4Y and 3T to Juanita and Sylvia respectively, then the remaining number of apples is equal to 76 minus 4Y minus 3T. So, to find the number of remaining apples, we should know the value of Y and the value of T as well. And here T and Y are obviously positive integers. Now, let's move on to step 2 and analyze the statement 1. In statement 1, we are given that Y is greater than or equal to 15 and T is equal to 20. So, after substituting the value of T, we can find the number of apples sold to S to be equal to 3 times 2, which is 6. So, the remaining number of apples will be equal to 76 minus 4Y minus 6, which is equal to 70 minus 4Y. However, to find the value of the remaining number of apples, we still need to find the value of Y, which is unknown from statement 1. We are just given that Y is greater than or equal to 15. Now, if it's still not clear, let's consider two cases. The first is when Y takes the value 15. Then, the number of apples sold to J will be equal to 4 times 15, which is equal to 60. And if Y is equal to 16, then the number of apples sold to S will be equal to 4 times 16, which is equal to 64. So, we are getting multiple values of Y. Hence, statement 1 is not sufficient, and out of the given options, we eliminate A and D. We now check the sufficiency of statement 2. In statement 2, we have the value of Y to be equal to 17. Then, we can find the number of apples sold to J, which will be equal to 4 times 17, which is equal to 68. However, we don't know the value of T from statement 2. So, statement 2 is not sufficient, and we move on to the last step, which is step 3, and analyze the statements together. From statement 1, we have that Y is greater than or equal to 15 and T is equal to 2. And from statement 2, we have Y is equal to 17. On combining these two statements, we can write Y is equal to 17 and T is equal to 2. Thus, we have the value of Y and T, and we can find the remaining number of apples with Jack. So, the statements together are sufficient. Hence, the correct answer is option C.